What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
You gotta get your hand up.
Definition of an average woman?
Well, I'll tell you what. What's the definition of an average man? Let's do it that way.
I think an average man would be somebody who's maybe unmotivated, but more on the sense that wants to kind of drain the person that they're with. I don't think people are average. I think that they can be average in relationships, but I don't think there's. I don't think there's average.
Hold on. You're over talking me. No, you don't. Think
no. I was talking.
They're guys. Average guy who's earning the median income. Average guy. He could be. He could be working at the post office. He could be working at.
Average.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, already look, she's just being snarky. She's like, oh well, I was talking and you cut me off. You can tell this is gonna be a good one already.
So sorry, no, is average status, or is that what we're talking? Like
average? Okay, no. Okay, let's do this again. I tried to understand if you understand what an average man is, and you went to a motivation. I'm trying to talk about the average rank and file guy that you see every day, as if you ladies don't see average men. But if that's not going to work, average from a woman is a woman who is average looking. Average looking. She's not ugly. She's not pretty. She's average. She's normal.
Okay, so can I ask another question then? Is that okay? May I?
Well, as long as we can, do you understand that that's what men mean by when they say average?
Yes and no, because I don't think that the only thing women have to offer are looks.
Well, I understand. That's why I said, what did I say? Do you understand that that's what men mean?
That's what your view is.
No. That's what men.
Here we go.
No. That's what men mean. And you ladies you're talking, so I muted you. Because I've told you not to overtalk me, and I'll let you speak. And if we're going to have a conversation, I'm running my show. So check the attitude, because it's coming through. Unmute yourself.
Hi.
I don't know why you have an attitude. Oh,
no, I don't have an attitude.
Well, why it's coming across that way. But look, ma'am, men judge women based upon, men evaluate women based upon looks.
You judge women based on looks, not men, right, honey. You. There's a difference.
Look, bitch, get off my phone. That's why you're fat. Let me help you out. This is why I don't do this with you silly young girls. I judge women based on looks. So guys, apparently these Toronto women think that I'm the only man in the world that judges women based upon looks. Yeah, go ahead and vote for him. And she's still talking. She's still talking like somebody's. And and see, this is a problem in the West. This woman is she's not pretty, but she's not average. She's cute, but her attitude is ugly. And ugly attitudes mean you need to have a banging body and bring a lot to the table. And this is where you tend to get a lot of women who are slightly above average in their looks, thinking that they can tell men what they should judge women based on. So guys, understand that this woman's actually trying to say that it's only me, not you guys. Well, I'll tell you what, in the comment section of this video, reference the wine drinking woman right here and tell her what you think, what you judge women based on.
Guys, vote right now. Like Kevin said, like the Godfather said, what do we judge women on, if not looks? Maybe some other women may come to the comment section and really may be confused on this topic. Can you guys list it out? Maybe that might not be the only thing. Let me just be very clear. But best believe it's at one of the highest, next to loyalty, and and being agreeable. There's a million things. It's not really a million things for us, but you guys get the point, right? Come on. What the hell is she talking about? We don't choose off looks.
Her name is Cece. Talk to Cece in the comment section after the video and tell her what you value in women, seeing as though she thinks it's only me. And what you do, Cece, is you bring yourself back over to the comment section and you see what men really value. And what's ironic about all of this is there are 3 women in here bouncing back and forth doing this silly stuff, thinking that I should have to tolerate their poor behavior just because they put the cuter friend on the phone first. And the other ones were going to hand her the phone and let her mimic the talking points. I know what you were doing. It's
swap them out.
It's the same thing you guys do at clubs. You use the cute girl to get into the club, and then the chubby fat face friends talk shit about all the guys who aren't on their level.
Talk that talk, Kev.
Yeah, she's like, wow, because I know you. I've bouncer at nightclubs. I've seen you slightly above average chicks before, and you got too much attitude to be as basic as you are. And trying to be nice to you doesn't work. So the only way that women like you pay attention is when somebody goes ahead and slaps you with reality. Men judge based upon looks. Go show me the men with multiple millions who pick basic Beckys after they have money. They don't. And this, like I said, this is no real respecter of race. These women are not black, but this is a Western attitude. And so many of these women feel like that you guys should pick them based upon things that they want to give you because they don't want to give you a nice attitude. They don't want to give you femininity. They don't want to give you cooperation. They want to give you dad bods, beer bellies, and their hot friend knows that she needs to at least be hot. The average chick thinks that she can get the hot outcomes through arguing with you. These women traditionally have gotten men by wearing them down. But men aren't buying that anymore. Men are choosing to say, I'd rather be alone than deal with this. Yeah, you should have acted like you had more sense. We could have had a conversation. Now you're just going to be used for content. Don't put your friend back on. It's not going to be good. To the young lady that was on the phone the first time, you can call back. To that one, you want to keep her away from me. She thinks she's on camera. She's just smiling like she's going to get on. I know, man. The best roast ever. See, what tends to happen, guys, is women like that tend to think they can come over here, and because they've heard that black men are more going to kiss their ass, I'm not going to kiss your ass.
Talk that talk, Kev.
You're going to come and have some respect, or you won't be over here. You want to finish? No, not you. You're not welcome. Your friend can talk, but not you. You can talk. I'll let you talk. Let me do this. You go ahead and unmute yourself. Go ahead.
I haven't even spoken to you yet.
I said you can. That's why I said you can speak, but your friend can't.
Okay. Just
yeah. Don't. Thank you. What do you got for me?
No problem. I don't know. I just feel like, am I able to speak, or we're going to get muted? Because I feel like a conversation.
No, you can speak. I spoke to the first woman with no problem. True or false?
What a loser. Okay, stop.
See, exactly.
Okay.
Hold on. Did I not speak to the first woman did I have any issues with the first woman?
No, you didn't, but she's a lot.
No, I did not. And you guys can't seem to control your friend because even I'm trying to talk to you and she's still running around talking, screaming, talking about loser. So I said, single women's friends keep them single. Man, I'll gladly have the conversation, but she's over your shoulder. I'm not talking to you. Keep your drunk friend out. She's acting drunk. I'm sorry that she's making you guys look poorly, but this is being recorded, by the way. Now, I'm trying to be nice, but You need to get. I remember this. Remember there was a rap group in the 80s called Third Base. MC Search. Google MC Search. I will talk to you, but I need you to go to another room because I'm not going to have her jumping in the conversation. I'll gladly speak to you, but I'm not going to have her jumping in and out. All right, let's try this. Go ahead. Mute yourself. I'm sorry, but that's just necessary. So what do you got? We were talking about women being, settling for less or not settling. So go ahead.
I think I agree with like the first girl, my friend that you first talked to, that sometimes it's hard, like you're not getting quality men because it's hard to find. For me, I'm 35. Okay.
Oh, you look amazing for 35.
Well, thank you.
I'm reasonable.
Like, I just feel like I have 2 businesses. I'm successful.
Okay.
There is times where women like myself do become targets for men to just get you, but when they have you, they don't want to keep you. It's like the chase. That's my issue.
Okay.
I don't think it's so short. I think I take the time to get to know people. I think I take the time to, like, I'm not going and sleeping around. I've always been a relationship person. I've had a 6-year, 4-year relationship. Like, that's not my thing. But I think you also get to a point where you do become.
So let me go ahead and let me interject right here. Monday night, okay, I did a program on pretty professional women's dating problems, where I spoke to everything that you just said. I did an Instagram broadcast following up on the very same thing. I get it. However, that's really not the selling themselves short that I'm referring to. You're talking about a woman who has a higher sexual marketplace value than most. I'm talking, what the phenomenon tends to be more is women who think their value is higher and they don't think they should be getting less.
Okay, so can I ask?
Go ahead. Just make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, and I understand that. But I also feel that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I find beautiful or what you find beautiful or the next person is completely different. There's men that like tall, skinny, blonde. There's men that like short.
But there's a Miss America and there's a Miss Universe. But yes, ma'am, but there's also, ma'am, that's true, but there's also a Miss Universe. There's a Miss America. And on the cover of People, there's always the most beautiful person. Yes, there is always subjective beauty, but there's also objective beauty. There is a standard. And I think
but who gets to decide that standard, though?
The world, the public, the market. Look, ma'am, okay.
But I believe.
Okay. You asked me. I cannot change the human condition. If you wanted to have a Miss Universe and you wanted to have a body positive Miss Universe, is she going to win just because it's the right thing to do?
Maybe, yeah.
No, because the rest of the world understands that there's some women who are more physically beautiful, more physically attractive than others. Just like men realize that you don't get to choose from the most premium women if you're just earning average money. Case in point, would you date a teacher?
100%.
Okay. Well, that makes you rare.
But this is the thing. I don't date people for their looks. I find like.
Okay. Well, I get it, ma'am. But but take you out of it. Are you the norm? Do you normally find women who are 9s or better saying, "I'll gladly date an English teacher"?
In my group of people, yes. Because
that's anecdotal, ma'am. That's your group of friends. That's not the world.
Like-minded people.
But that means hold on, no. So that the exception doesn't disprove the rule. It reinforces it. By saying I surround myself by different people means that most people understand. Ma'am, I don't know why. Let me also say this. I'm going to do a broadcast on Friday. I am tired of pretty women, attractive women, feeling like they have to tone themselves down for women who are not as hot. I'm sorry. Rich men don't do that for poor men. But far too often, pretty women feel like they have to tone themselves down to help their unattractive friends get a man. Fuck that. I got to move on. I'm sorry, ma'am. I've given you your chance. There are plenty of people out here, but I'm dealing with people who live in the real world. And thank you for being polite in the first woman, but your middle friend was just this too much. You guys are welcome to call back in, and young lady who's been drinking, you owe me an apology, and you can call back in another time. Here's what it comes down to. There's always going to be this whole thing of subjective beauty standards and objective beauty standards, but we don't deal with the minority over here. We deal with the majority. We deal with the 51% or greater, not the 49%. And oftentimes you have women doing that because you don't want to make your friends feel some kind of way. Y'all want to know what MC search looks like? Y'all want to know what MC search look like? Step into the AM. That's what she looked like. Kind of remind me of that, about right around here. Right around here. Doom doom.
MC search. Oh my god.
Doom 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 doom. Yeah. Shout out to Minister Jap. He did a video today I'm going to follow up on. Let's talk about this. I have seen pretty women far too often try to come to the rescue for their not so pretty friends and say we should all get along. I'm sorry. If it's 5 of you, 9 out of the 10 guys want your hot friend. The one guy that doesn't want it probably wants your brother. Only one guy can get your hot friend. The other 8 are settling for the rest of you. And we used to accept that. And it used to be a time where the women who got settled for understood that they were doing the best they can. Now we got women who used to get settled for trying to get what their friend who was up here getting and feel like I'm selling myself short if I can't get him. Assortative mating is a part of the human condition. Attractive people get with attractive people. Above average will get with above average. Average get with average. Below average get with below average. But yet we're trying to make this a moral thing. And it's not going to work because men are not going to go along with it.
Well said. Well said. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what everyone have to say about this conversation and even the message I hear at the end. Make sure you guys turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.
You need to turn off YouTube in the background. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can. Money World.
All right, we have it now. So hi, Kevin.
Hello.
I'm Diamond.
How are you?
I'm Alexis. I'm good. We're good.
What do you have for me? What question do you have for me?
We love your show. We agree with a lot of things going on in your show and the topics that you make. And we just wanted to know where we could find high value men at and how to attract them, because we think we're high value girls.
Okay. Well, how old are you?
25.
Yeah.
Okay. So I always ask the same question. Why do either one of you want a high value man?
I guess we feel like we deserve those type of men because we're feminine, inspirational, and what's the other one? I forgot. We feel like we're FBI, yeah. Women.
You do realize that you can be an FBI woman, but there's no deserving. Okay. High value men are the top 20, 15, 10% of the population. And there is no deserve when it comes to that. Did either one of you go to college?
We both did, yeah.
What college did you go to?
Valdosta and Georgia State.
Okay. Georgia State, Valdosta. Does anyone deserve to go to Harvard, or deserve to go to Yale, or deserve to go to Princeton, or deserve to go to MIT?
No, you have to earn your way.
Exactly. And that's the same way with high value men. You have to earn them. If you watch my broadcast, I've said this. And sadly, so many black women feel as though just because I'm a nice person, I deserve a high value man and a high value lifestyle. That's not true. So when you ask me where they are, they're part of the problem, part of the issue is even if they're around you, why would they pick you if you don't look at, if you don't share, if you don't understand what I just said? Were you raised by your father?
No.
Okay. So let's just be honest. Most women want a high value man because they want a high value lifestyle. Is meaning you want a certain standard of life. It means you want to live in a certain kind of home, a certain kind of neighborhood, drive a certain kind of car, shop, live.
Well, yeah, I feel like I deserve a high value man because I've worked to be a high value woman.
And they still can't get around that rhetoric. It's, no one deserves anything. You just strictly have to work for it. You see, they think just because they may have or come across to be pleasant and have a good attitude, they're automatically deserving of one. And it's like, if that's the case, he can get anyone. You know? But let's see what they have to say.
So I know you like often joke about, is he talking? Like having a PhD. So I feel like having an education is big. Always like making goals and striving towards your goals. And you talk about women being like inspirational. So I feel like if I had a high value man, I'd be able to like support his dreams and go along with his plans.
Okay, I've defined high value women. And it has nothing to do with education.
Right.
What makes a woman high value has nothing to do with her education. I'll define high value for you, and you tell me if you fit it. High value women are attractive and appealing to the eye, to the body, and to the soul. High value women have a comforting character. High value women are discerning and disciplined. High value women are enthusiastic and exuberant. They're also loyal and liberating. None of the things I said have anything to do with an education. Now, would you say that you are those things?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you ever cheated on a boyfriend?
No.
Well, now when we define cheating, I don't mean just having relations with somebody. I mean going out with another guy, chatting up another man who you knew were interested in you. Okay.
Yeah, we've never done that.
All right. Well, what I'm trying to get to is it's really hard to be a high value woman at okay, outside, now that you've heard what I said makes a high value woman, what are the things that you would consider making you high value? Or to be fair, do you just see yourself as high value?
No, I feel like from listening to your show, like we're not in the danger zone. We don't have any kids.
Good. But that's just normal, sweetheart. Yeah. That's just normal. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
When was the last relationship you had?
Almost a year ago.
How old was he?
25.
What do you do for a living?
Cybersecurity.
Okay. And 25, and you were 23 at the time?
No, we're both the same age.
And how much did he earn?
80,000.
Okay. Good money for a 25-year-old. Do you have high value men approaching you?
I don't think so.
All right. That tells you something. Okay. What city do you live in?
Atlanta.
All right. You got work to do. I mean, I appreciate you watching my show. And if you want, and if high value is something you really want, you got to become competitive. And it has to be more than just being a sweet woman, a feminine woman. And the things that I say are just, they're very broad. But you're competing with women who have been groomed since they were little girls in etiquette school, charm school, how to cook, clean, serve for man. I mean, I have a woman on this show. Her name is Dr. Lucia. She went to the Mayo Clinic, and I've had several women who have gone through talking about how they were really, really groomed to be serve a man, and often, especially in the Black community, you weren't even raised with a man in the household. So what I'm saying to you is, good to set your goals, but high value is something so rare. Um, it's not really. If you don't have high value, you can still have a good life. Why do you have to have high value men? That's the question.
Well, I think we both would be happy with Henry's.
Right, but it's because of their but it's because of the money.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta break it to you.
I think, well, okay, here's what we really think. So as women, like, it's a lot easier for us to get like good jobs, good places to live. And like, even though that's not important, we would at least like to meet people who at least have like what we have or more, which at that point is that by your standard, a Henry or a high value man, because both of us, like, we're not 6-figure women, but we're getting there. So it's just kind of like with the things that we have and the things that we want, a lot of men in Atlanta don't seem to have that in particular.
Well, first of all, you're outnumbered. The women outnumber the men here 20-1. That's number one. You're outnumbered. But you mentioned education and income, okay? But let's say you were married. Do you want to have children?
Yes.
Do you want to have children as well?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2. And then after you're pregnant with the first child, do you want to have to work?
No.
So what about you?
I don't mind working.
Okay, I said, do you want to have to?
I guess.
Look, she's thinking about it, but already by her logic and her metrics, this doesn't make any sense. One, she wants a high earner. Both of them want high earners for the lifestyle. So, of course, that's going to include them not wanting to work. But the path Kevin is going down is, you see, the money and the education means nothing once the family starts, because guess what? It won't have any type of effect, or the money won't be put into play for the family. You won't be able to continue to earn that if you're taking care of the family. So essentially, it's not going to mean anything. But the two metrics that they keep using is the money and the education, but that does not guarantee them the ability to get a high value man.
No.
All right. So again, your education, your money, and all that stuff, after you're married, pregnant, it all stops. Your husband would have to carry the financial load. Right? So in a man's mind, all that doesn't count. All the stuff that you want to count goes away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it goes away, but
yeah, it goes away. It does. So then what's left?
Being a wife and a mom to his kids, and a wife to him.
All right. And did you learn how to be a wife? Did you grow up learning how to be a wife?
No, but my mom did put me in like cotillions, and my family members, I saw marriage to them, but I did not have a dad in the household.
Okay. So neither one of you learned how to be a wife. Right? So you want a man who's earning in the top 10%, 5% to marry a woman, and 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 you want to be a wife, or you want on the job training. Okay. So when I said there's work to be done, I don't begrudge you ladies for wanting what you want, but you're not really qualified for it. It's like, well, and the first thing you said is we deserve. You don't deserve anything. No one deserves anything. And that's what I need so many of you young ladies, especially young black women, understand. You have to work for what you want. Did you have to, either one of you have to take student loans out?
Barely.
Okay. Why did you barely have to take out student loans?
I only needed I graduated college with like $5,000 in college.
But did you have scholarships?
Yeah, I had a few.
Academic?
Yeah, academic and income based.
Okay. All right. In this life, you get what you earn. A man who's earning the kind of money you're talking about is a catch.
But why is men that earn that much a catch, but women are already somewhat at that standard?
What do you mean?
Like, at least a Henry or better is most women seems like in Atlanta. But to get a man like that is a quote unquote catch.
No. Okay. Well, first of all, black men out earn black women. That's number one. So 3% of women in this country earn over six figures, 13% of men. So you guys got a lot of misinformation. You don't out earn men. Black men earn more than black women everywhere. All right. And why is it a catch? Because let's say I married either one of you and you're making $100,000. You're pregnant with Kevin Jr. Guess what? Your money goes away. I still have to work. Right? My money has to fund the family. So, in order to have this high value lifestyle, it has to be based solely upon what I can deliver day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Because women are up and down, kids, not kids, part time, not part time. That's why we are the catch. That is why it is so, that's why you have to earn these men. And you want it, right? You both want the same thing. All right. If one man that you were both attracted to who earned the kind of money and was the Henry you talked about, there's only one, you guys would have to do what? You gonna share him?
We might.
Well, hey, at least thank you for being honest. I mean, but you're gonna but if you don't share him, what you gonna have to do?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear it. What you gonna have to do?
I guess you have to pick.
Not pick. You're gonna have to compete.
Friend.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
Oh, you know how high value men kind of run together? I was saying make sure your friend gets songs maybe.
No. But the thing is, if I said there's one.
Yeah.
That friendship's gonna go out the window because one of you will have a husband who can make the kind of money to leave you being able to not have to work and have babies, and the other will have nothing. That's the reality, sweethearts. That's the world. You can be friends all you want to, but when that man that you want, who you know are not that plentiful, you gotta compete. Are you prepared to cut your friend's throat to get the man?
Never.
Well, then buy a dog. Because this is why Becky, Myling, and Marisol kick your asses. Because they are willing to compete to win. And you care more about being liked by other black women than getting a high value man. Thank you for being honest. You'd rather share him or not compete. That's why you don't deserve it. You're not really trying to win. You just want it because you think it sounds good. Not is it something that you have to strive for. And not everybody can get it. And this is a reality that's going to be very hard, because imagine if you and your friend say, I'm not going to compete with you, girl. I'm not going to compete with you. Then he picks the girl down the street, the white girl down the street, because you guys didn't want to compete. You both lost. Right?
Yeah.
How does that help either one of you?
So where do you find these men?
Like, okay, like the man didn't just ask a very direct question. It's very disingenuous, by the way, when women do that. Just blow off everything. Let's move on to the next thing. Like, we didn't just hear you ask a very straightforward question. But this line of questioning and detail that Kevin is putting out right now is a masterclass. This is already a classic.
I said, now fuck the men. We're here. This is the truth. Look at each other. You're at competition. You can be friends, but you're competition because you want the same thing. Right? Unless you're prepared to be sister wives. I mean, would you be I make no judgment. Would you be open to a poly relationship where you can have two wives?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No.
Well, then somebody's going to have to win. Either you're going to win, she's going to win, or he's going to go down to the other girl who's going to compete. And this is why black women lose. Because you're still talking about, where are these guys? What difference does it make? You got to compete for them. And when women who have been groomed to realize those guys are the prize, and this is what I have to do, they go flirt and flip their hair and they do all this stuff, and you're like, y'all sitting back, well, why do I have to do this and do that? And they're all, let me buy you a drink. Oh, he likes Jordans. Let me buy him some Jordans. One of you ever bought a guy?
Lots of things.
Yeah, lots of things.
Good. So, I mean, this is a good conversation, but what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is the kind of men you're talking about are 10% of the population. And that's assuming they're that's all the population. That's not adjusted for the ones who are married. That's not adjusting for the ones who are gay. So do you really have time to be buddy? Or, I mean, honestly, it'll make more sense if you said, yeah, girl, you're my friend, but in musical chairs, I would knock your ass down to get the last chair. And one of you's the bride and one's the bridesmaid. That's how competitive people, that's why other communities win, because they're willing to compete. But you guys want to be friends and don't want to hurt each other's feelings. And then the white girl takes your man. That's the bottom line. So now you ask me, where do these guys hang out?
In Atlanta.
Well, steakhouses, country clubs, cigar bars. But do you guys always go out together? That's not gonna work either. You got to start going out by yourself. See, this has been a really good call, because if you could look at the expression on their face, they're like, shit, is this hard? Yeah. But if not, you can always go down and get you to go get the cyber. I mean, that doesn't sound like he was. Why aren't you guys together? The guy was making 80 grand. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
He had daddy issues.
Meaning what? I got daddy issues. I mean,
he needed a father figure. His mom was a real bad influence. He didn't know how to treat a woman. Like, just.
Okay, what about you? What's your the bob haircut? What's your name?
Mine had kids and.
Whoa! What's your name though?
Diamond.
Diamond, and the other one is.
Alexis.
Diamond, you said your ex has 2 kids?
Yeah.
How old was he?
35.
Okay, I need you to lean forward a little bit. Why are you dating men with 2 kids?
His personality and our chemistry.
Okay, and so how long did you guys date?
About a year and a half.
So explain something. You wasted a year and a half on a man who had 2 kids, and now you want a high value man to come behind that. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. Men look at your last boyfriends, serious relationships, and we judge what price we should have to pay and what we should have to do. Your last boyfriend lowered your price because you stayed there for 18 months at 20, how old?
5.
Yeah, you gave him 18 months of your prime years that you cannot get back. So if you were to meet this Henry, he's going to be like, you want me to follow the 35-year-old nigga with 2 kids? Nah, I'm good. I'm going to go on over. He may kick it with you. He may hit it, but serious relationship, you've lowered your value. So what you need to understand is you can't undo that, but you need to know that's how men think. Did you know that?
Yeah.
All right. So what you do is don't do that going forward, because you cannot change the fact that you guys had an 18-month relationship. You guys were intimate. So that guy imprinted on you. There was something you liked about him. The chemistry is usually a code word for sex. The sex was good. So, or else, I mean, because it's not like you saw a future with him, did you?
When I first met him, I did.
Okay. Did he approach you as though he wanted to marry you?
No,
Okay.
but I feel like towards the end that he would have.
You got to start with the end in mind. So you talk about daddy issues. This is daddy issue right here. So it's always good for us who aren't raised by a 2-parent household to get some therapy, because there's no way a 23-year-old woman should have been dealing with a man who's 35 years old with 2 kids without, and did you know you wanted to be married when you started dating him?
No.
All right. So you're just doing something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why this is important is because these are your most valuable years. And I hate to hear young Black women waste their valuable years on dead-end relationships. It would have been better to get with somebody who had no kids, who you could have at least had a future with, because with him, there was no real future. And see, if you had a father in your life, he probably would have said, hold on, Diamond, I'm not going to let my baby girl deal with this 40-year-old nigga with 2 kids. No, thank you. You need to go find somebody else. You need to date somebody your own age. But mamas will let you do that. And all this stuff comes back to the high value thing. And high value is not the only thing. It sounds like you sound like you're both really nice young ladies. But I don't want you to get fixated on a man being high value. You should worry about a man's character. And can you cooperate with him? Are you willing to get on his program? Are you willing to be under his authority as a man for everything you expect him to provide for you? That's what you got to get. So it's not about finding men if you're not ready. If I dropped you in a room with 300 high value men, if you're not ready, what's the point? Then did you have to take the SAT or the ACT to get into college?
Both. Yeah.
Okay. If I would have gave it to you in the 8th grade, it wouldn't have mattered, would it?
Mm-mm.
I said at the beginning, you still got work to do. So start understanding the outcome you want. Or therapy's always good. Write it down, the kind of life or the outcome you want, and start putting together some strategic plans, because like I said, finding a mate is not love, or it's a practical choice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys to the side. You can stay in the room though, okay? Thanks.
Man, what a masterful, this was a master class. From top to bottom. Well needed, and I hope these young women received this message well, and I hope everyone that watched this learned something. I want everyone to comment your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.